guys log on and see what it looks like on your end.
I read the book. I finished the book.
All right, we're going to go ahead and call the meeting to order with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you for being here. If we can go ahead, I'd like to propose and look for a motion for an adjustment to the agenda, moving public comment to ahead of action items so that we have the ability to receive any public comment before we make any final determinations. I have a motion for that.
I move to move public comments before the action items.
Second.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. Thank you. So we now have the floor for public comment. Good afternoon. Any public comments today?
Yes, sir.
Do they have to sit behind us?
There we go. Good. All right, moving on to action items in your packets, both that were sent via email and in the packets in front of you are the minutes from the June 12th, 2025 board meeting. Just need a motion to approve those minutes, please.
Make a motion to approve minutes. Second.
You have a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Abstain since I wasn't here.
Claims and payrolls also in your packet. Claims and payrolls, just need a motion for claims and payrolls for those to be approved.
Make a motion to approve the payroll claims.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor? Opposed? Moving on to a recommendation to amend our interlocal operating agreement. In your packets, you received a copy of a redlined version courtesy of Jody for governing board. More specifically, it's Article 2, Section 1 that we are looking for an approval to amend the interlocal operating agreement to state that a superintendent or designee shall attend the monthly meetings of the governing board and may vote as proxy for the representative of the board of school trustees of the superintendent's participating school corporation if said representative is absent from a monthly meeting. So this is a little bit of a change. The current operating agreement did say that it was a board member from the school that did the voting. We are asking for the approval to make this amendment to allow the superintendent to now do the voting in place of the board member if the board member is not present. So just need a motion and a second or motion regarding this operating agreement, please.
Before we do a motion, any further discussions or comments on that? We've got a fuller group, more complete group this time.
You know, you say that right. He said then that the superintendent would vote if the board member's not here.
Superintendent or designee,
Okay,
yes.
just make sure we get that word.
Superintendent or designee, that's correct.
Just make sure.
Yes.
So the superintendent is the main one.
Superintendent will be the main voting
If they're
member.
not here, then they
That is
designate the
correct.
board.
That is correct. Yes. Any other discussion? Okay, so need a motion?
I make a motion to approve the operating agreement as amended.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Also, we are now looking to reorganize and elect officers to the governing board. So need a motion or someone who would like to be president now of the school board.
Now we're looking at superintendents.
Correct. We are looking at superintendents now to be president, vice president, and secretary.
I'm not saying about Chris. Do you have any interest in being president?
Sure.
Okay. Because I did talk to Todd, who's not here, so I'm not saying he's willing to serve in any way too. So how about we do?
Do whatever.
Well, I was gonna say we
We
just
should
do
probably
this.
make it Todd since he's
No, I mean,
I like that.
I was gonna bring you up. I know it's not the.
He's probably
it's not-
streaming right now.
You've been here the
He's
longest.
our one attendant. Fine.
So I'm gonna nominate, oh, yeah, I can do that now, right?
You can.
So
Yes, you can.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I was gonna say,
you're good.
okay, I was leaning on it. Yes. Okay, so you can used to. I'll nominate Chris Oak as the president, Todd Hitchcock as the vice president, and Jamie Wilkins as the treasurer. or secretary.
First to nominate.
Let's nominate
I
you.
guess that's kind of the way it goes, right?
So you go to dinner, it's whoever fumbles for their wallet longest.
Minutes could be crazy.
I second that on, since I'm acting on behalf of Dr.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Chris, would you like to take over from here?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Okay, under E, personnel, item A, approval for memorandum of understanding from Tyler Smith, adult education coordinator, 25-26 school year. Powers, is there any information you'd like to present?
The only thing that we're asking is this is something that's done yearly, because he's salaried and not contracted, we just ask that the MOU be approved on a yearly basis.
There's a motion and second, action by the board.
So moved.
By Dr. Van, second.
Second.
By Dr. Wilkins.
Here,
Any discussion? If there's none, all in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same. Motion carries. 4-0. B, Michael Kelly, new hire welding technology instructor, 187-day teacher contract, be effective July 31, 2025. Mr. Powers, any other information to provide thereof?
He was one of two applicants that we interviewed for this position. He comes very highly qualified. His references had nothing but tremendous things to say about him. I know Dalton is very excited at the motion carries to have him be part of the welding program. The reason for the 187-day teacher contract compared to the 185 is we always give our new instructors 2 additional days to get started. So that is the reason for the additional 2 days.
Other questions for Mr. Powers? No. Requires a second, have a motion in a second.
Make a motion, hire Michael Kelly as welding technology instructor.
Motion Wilkins, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Vance. Any other further discussion? All those in favor of the motion presented, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, same. Motion carries 4-0. Okay. Julie Red, new hire, Blue River Adult Intake Specialist, $20 an hour, effective July 1, 2025. Other relevant information.
She is returning to Blue River Career Programs. She was here from 2013 to 2023. Left and is now wanting to get back into adult education. Tyler Smith is over the moon to have her back working here. So we're very excited to have Julie back with us.
Other questions, same drill. Other questions from Mr. Powers? Powers, motion in a second.
I move to approve the hire of Julie Red.
Motion Hawk,
Second.
second Wilkins. Any other discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same. 4-0. Grace Atherton, resignation, Blue River Career Programs, adult ed instructor, Freudenberg, effective June 14, 25. This is an emergency right here.
That is correct.
Anything you want to add there?
Nope.
Motion in second, guys.
Motion.
Motion Vance, second Wilkins. Okay, any other discussion? Not, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, same. 4-0. Other?
Yeah, 2 additional items. First, I needed an approval from you to accept the resignation of Jim Cottington, our auto services instructor. He is taking a job much closer to home. Jim has been a tremendous asset here at the Career Center for the last 8 years. And this gives him an opportunity not only to be closer to home, but to take care of some other things that are going on with the gym. So just ask for your approval to accept his resignation effective today.
Questions that are appropriate for discussion in the public setting. Requires a motion in a second.
Motion to accept the resignation of Wilkins.
Second, any other discussion? Again, given the nature of a public session. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same. Motion carries 4-0.
And one additional item, our construction trades program is looking to purchase a vacant lot at 732 Center Street here in town. We had 2 appraisals conducted by Mark Liggett and Dane Shanahan, both out of Rushville. The Once those appraisals were done, the average value of the two lots is $9,200. I am asking for your approval to move forward with purchasing this lot and allowing our construction trades program to begin work on that lot. There will also be a resolution that Jody has drafted that we will need to have signed if the purchase is approved.
Questions for Mr. Powers about purchasing land?
I think this will start this fall.
It will start this fall. Yep, Dan Bramall, our construction trade instructor, has already begun the process of asking for building permits, getting foundation, getting the lot cleaned up. Dan worked awfully hard behind the scenes to get this done. We had some other things that didn't quite work out. So we feel based off this lot and the fact that he already has a plan available that he can put right on this lot and get going pretty quickly.
Type of search on the property, no liens, all that stuff's all being handled.
That's correct. Jody,
Yep. Other questions on?
As far as when the property is completed and selling, what's the impact of selling?
So we will work with a real estate agent at that point to list the house for us. And they will be the ones that will handle the listing and the selling. So,
Normal market sale?
correct.
This is our past practice.
That's
And I think, didn't we had one 2 years ago, right? Was the last one?
Yeah.
We had one last year.
The one out there kind of by Colston and that.
Yeah.
Subdivision.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, we did quite well.
Yep, that is correct.
Other questions for Mr. Powers? Jody requires motion to second. Okay. So motion is second.
Make a motion.
Motion Vance. Second. Second, Paul. Other discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, same. Motion carries 4-0. You're done. Okay, director report.
Very.
Unless there's anything else.
Sorry.
Okay, director report.
Yeah, real brief director reports. Morris Roofing has begun repairs actually today on the roof. They expect everything to be wrapped up by next Friday, July 18th. This is guaranteed an additional 5 years on the roof, and hopefully will allow us to come up with a more specific plan regarding replacement. This is not a replacement, this is just repairs of the entire roof to help prevent a lot of the leaks and a lot of the other things that have been occurring on the roof. Gilliam Janitorial Services, our new cleaning company, began last Tuesday. They have assured me the building will be ready to go by Friday the 25th. They have been working pretty diligently by that point. So they've assured me it'll be ready to go by the 25th. Registration letters were sent home to parents yesterday for the upcoming school year. Parents do have to register their child separately at BRCP. Not only do they have to do it at their home school, but they have to register here also. Parents' reminders will also be sent out once the rollover has been completed in Power School. All of our projects that were scheduled for the summer have been completed. These projects include the moving of the education professions classroom, installation of the new projector and screen in the classroom, conduit installed for the wiring here in the conference room, organization of the old IT room in the welding lab, cleaning the automotive services area outside and moving of computers to the new education professionals classroom. I know he's not in here, but a huge thank you to Pete Weathington, our facility the maintenance guy. He has worked extremely hard this last month and a half to really get the building looking nice and helping to keep those projects completed. So Pete's done a great job. And lastly, since our next board meeting is not until August 12th, our instructor work days are scheduled for Monday, August 4th and Tuesday, August 5th. First student day scheduled for Wednesday, August 6th. That's all I've got for the reports this month.
Any questions for Mr. Powers? Very good, thank you.
Well,
Okay. Next item, business fund report. On the front report.
You have the report in front of you. We've had no problems this month with the voice system, so everything went very smoothly. About that. Then we have reimbursement submitted for the adult ed grants, the federal aid grant, Perkins basic and the reserve grant. So those reimbursements will be coming out.
Thank you. Other good cause? Comments from board members? Next meeting is Tuesday, August 12th.
President, I'd like to also welcome Greeley, the representative of Central Schools. So welcome and thank you for being your first meeting.
Welcome. Anybody want to adjourn? Takes a motion and a second.
Motion to adjourn the meeting. Second.
All in favor? Aye. Okay, great. Yeah, executive session. That is correct. Okay. Great.
President to,
That's